Hey guys, before I get this video started, I want to talk about something that's pretty important to me. My wife is helping a non-profit charity get off the ground and get started. The charity is called Everybody Beautiful, and it helps women regain dignity after trauma. Trauma can be abuse, addiction, disease, just a number of things. They're doing really great things, and they're just needing some funds to kind of get off the ground. If you guys can support at all, I would greatly appreciate it. It would mean a lot to me. I'm going to put a link down in the description below. Anything you can give would be greatly appreciated. Thanks, guys. My neighbor reached out to me about a week ago and said that he knew somebody that was moving and they had a bunch of antiques and toys and all kinds of stuff and thought I might be interested. So he messaged me again this morning saying she was ready for him to come over. So I went over and took a look and just had a lot of cool stuff. Honestly, it was a lot more than I could take on. I couldn't buy it all, but she did sell me a bunch of toys, some cool antiques, just a big variety of stuff. I spent $500 on everything, and I'm giving a referral fee to my neighbor too. All right, so everything is kind of scattered about, but I'm going to show you guys everything I got from that buy. These are some Scottish Terrier bookends. They look old, but they're not old. They just kind of have like an old look to them, but I think those will do okay. This is an old thermostat, kind of has like a mid-century modern look to it. These two here are both metal, and I'm not entirely sure where they came from. I'm guessing maybe they were meant for the top of a mailbox, but this is the Mobile Gas Pegasus, so I'll look these up. They might have a little bit of value. Both of these trucks are really cool. This one's in pretty rough shape, but it's got all the wheels. This one's in a little better condition. It says Wyandotte truck lines. Lots of Matchbox and Hot Wheels. This case is empty, but this case has quite a few cars in here. And I think these are all pretty much vintage. This is cool. This one's even got the box with it. These are pretty clean too. Okay, so that one's 1973. Looks like a Mercedes. Yeah, these are a lot cleaner than the typical vintage Matchbox cars I find, but I think there's only about 10 in this case. Here's some miscellaneous train stuff. I think that is an engine. Some tracks. I'm not sure that these are worth a lot. Here is the box of Matchbox cars. There's a lot in here. I'd say 100 or more. And I think they're pretty much all from the 90s. I looked on the back of a few, and yeah, so this one's 93. This one's 93. So I don't know if there's any new vintage ones in here, but I am hoping there might be a couple rare ones. Got a whole big stack of books. Some of them aren't great, but I thought a few of them were pretty cool. This is just really neat to me. An old farmer's record and reference book. And the first few pages, there are some handwritten records in here. 1918. January 11th, from mother, $10. County taxes, $49.10. So, got some farmer's records in here. Here's a little bit more train stuff. That's a control right there. Here's a little train car. I think this is just some tracks. This is really cool. This is a Mark's Toys Busy Bridge. I'm guessing that this would install into a train setup and these cars go back and forth. Here's a little box of chess pieces, and I'm pretty sure these were handmade. They definitely feel handmade. They're pretty cool. Just little wood pieces. Some small odds and ends. This is a newer Farmall tractor by Ertl. So maybe not worth a lot. A couple cap guns. One of them, this one, Hubley. I think my dad sold one of these before, and I think he got decent money for it. This one, I'm not sure if there's a name. This right here, I think, is a BB gun. The mechanics on it, I mean, you can kind of see the springs. I don't think that's any kind of real gun. Definitely some kind of BB gun or toy gun, but I could not find a marking or anything on it. The only writing that I found on it is, oh, wait a second. It says all metal products, and then it says Wyandotte. So Wyandotte was a toy company, so this is definitely some kind of vintage toy gun, so that'll help me look that up. We got another Hot Wheels case. This one's empty, and these two are like little Hot Wheel car garages, and these are from the 60s. This is kind of like an old skee ball game. She didn't have the balls for it, unfortunately. This old tractor is really cool. Unfortunately, the wheel is loose on it. It's kind of corroded out. But it's real cast iron, and it is definitely old, so I'm sure I should be able to sell that for parts. This box right here has some pipes and some odds and ends, and there are some decent pipes in here too. A1 pipe. Get that out of there. That's not worth anything. And here is the box of Hot Wheels. There's probably 100 or more in here. That's cool. Retmobile. And I think these are all from the 90s too. I looked on the back of a handful of them and it said 91, 1990. So once again, I am hoping that there are some cherries in here that are worth a little bit. Having the opportunity to make a buy like this is why networking is so important. A while ago when we first moved in and we were meeting the neighbors, you know, I told my neighbor what I did. I buy and resell, and it's good to just kind of tell anybody you meet, you know, when somebody asks what you do, tell them, yeah, you sell on eBay, you know, you resell stuff. And I've gotten a lot of referrals that way. So don't be ashamed of what you do, guys. Be proud of it. Tell people what you do, and you're going to get a lot of business that way. So yesterday when I was shooting the video for all these toys, I mistakenly thought that this was for a train set, but this is actually a standalone tin wind-up toy. The winding key right here doesn't really seem to want to work all that well, and I think it's because this belt down here seemed to be snapped. I think this is meant to go all the way across and move the cars back and forth when you turn the key. I saw some sold comps on this in really good working condition, close to 200. I think as it is now, it might be worth 100 or maybe a little bit more because the paint's still pretty good. The bones are all fine. It just needs a little bit of reworking with the belt. That's it for this video, guys. Thanks for watching. I'll see you next time.